What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Siren Frost, and thank you guys for tuning in for your next deck profile update. This is going to be my Oracle Think Tank Amaterasu build, so there's no Susanoo in this build whatsoever. Everyone knows that Amaterasu has been with me for a little bit over the years now, since the beginning of BT1 of the original set. So this deck, to me alone, had some very great sentimental value to me, especially. Besides my Lukier deck profile, Amaterasu always been there with me too. So they're both my light and the darkness. So I kind of need both of them at the same time. So now I got the cards I needed for this deck, and we can give you guys a proper update of this deck that way I wanted to show you guys. And then maybe I'll explain to you guys why I decided to leave some cards out. So, for grade 0s, we're going to be starting with that. I know everybody starts with grade 3s and 2s and 1s and upwards, but that to me is just flat out silly. So, for grade 0s, I'm playing Solar Maiden Uzume, which is the maiden for Amaterasu. So, she comes with a Sender Rise, when she's right on top of when your opponent has a grade 1 or a grade 1 Vanguard, then you get a quick shield on top of the ride. So, not just a draw trigger, or draw a card, but you get a quick shield in to your hand. Now for triggers, I play 4 heals, which is Spear Magus. Then I play 12 crits in this deck. I was actually thinking playing maybe 4 draws and see how that's going to work. But then I come to understanding that this deck can also do some draw triggers as well. So I can't really complain that much. So I'm playing 4 copies of the Sentinel, Divine Sword Kunsanagi. Just because it's a personal thing for Susanoo, and also works for any Oracle Think Tank deck. Next I'm playing 4 Battle Scissor Gingers and 4 Oracle Guardian Nikes. So yeah, this is a 12 crit deck for me, just because most of my decks I've tried to figure them into 12 crits, just because that's how I roll. It's just more damage, more beating your opponent's ass to the ground, just because I feel like it, kind of thing. So that's the grade 0s. For grade 1s, I'm playing 4 of the fodder, Divine Sword Ame-no-Murakumo for Oracle Think Tank. Okay, excuse me guys. And then we got 4 copies of Diviner Muto. So 4 of him. When placed, you counterblast 1, put a normal unit in from your drop zone back into your deck, and then it gets 15,000 power in this turn. Good deal. And finally for grade 1s, so of course my Protect decks have 12 grade 1s in them, just because it's my personal playstyle. So I'm playing 4 of the Director Angel. When placed, look at 2 cards from your deck, and put one of them reveal to one of them and place it on top, and the other one goes to the bottom of your deck. So that's obviously standardized for my Protect decks. For grade 2s, we're playing 4 copies of Diviner, Kuroikazuchi. Now he has a 1-turn ability with Vanguard Rearguard. You Soul Blast 1 card and discard a card from your hand. Reveal a top card of your deck and put it into your hand. And then activate all effects, trigger effects as a revealed card. If you reveal a normal unit, gain 6,000 power in a turn. And then for grade 2s, well, not grade 2s, ugh. For the next unit, I meant to say, we are playing 4 copies of Goddess of Running Water, Ichikishima. So, this is technically a Goddess deck, personally. It's not like Amaterasu from Genesis, but Amaterasu is technically a goddess, so that's why she's in here. Her deck ability is, when revealed by a card's effect, bind a top card of your deck and one of your Vanguards gets 10,000 power in a turn. When placed, look at the top card of your deck and put it in put it either on top or bottom, and reveal the top card of your deck. If the revealed card is a normal unit, gain 10,000 power. So that's fair game. You get to shuffle. You get to stack your deck the way you want it to for triggers, or anything else you kind of need at that moment. Next, I play 3 copies of Maiden of Libra. Now I know you're all probably thinking, this looks like the same way as your Great Nature deck. True. I kind of realized this myself personally, but I realized that my Exile deck and my Protect deck are kind of almost similar. So right now I'm trying to just fix that little issue, but right now I find this is actually pretty helpful too. So anyways, Maiden of Libra's ability is you discard a card from your hand and this unit gets plus 10,000 power in a turn. And when this unit attacks a monster at a minute of boosts, you can counterblast 1 and you draw a card. So instead of counterblasting 2 cards from its previous counterform, or counterpart, this one actually lets you do 1 instead of 2. So that's, for me, a good bonus. Now for grade 3s, we are playing 4 copies of my Avatar, the very first one. And that's 4 copies of CEO Amaterasu. We all know by now she's my personal favorite in the deck, and I played her at 2 with Tsukuyomi, but now I'm playing her at a full individual deck by herself. So her one turn is you counterblast 1, draw a card, and look at the top card of your deck, put it either on top or bottom. So anytime, whenever my unit looks at as revealed. Whenever I look at the top of my deck during the effect, this unit gets plus 5,000 power in a turn, which is fantastic. Then I'm playing her cross-right self, Goddess of the Sun, Amaterasu, which is a personal favorite to me as well. I also have the original copy of her as well. Shit. And her ability is deck. The first one comes from the deck. When revealed by a card's effect, bind a time card of your deck, bind the top card of your deck, and one of your vanguards gets plus 10,000 power and a critical into end of turn. When it attacks, discard a card from your hand. Look at 3 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 normal unit from among them, and put them into your hand. And put the rest on top of your deck in any order you wish. So, to me, this is actually pretty good because you can actually still stack your deck the way that you want it to. And also, you get a 10,000 power and a critical if she's revealed due to an ability. So, that easily helps you get your further chances of gaining the triggers, plus break your opponent's board or Vanguard to the best of your ability. And next, we're playing 2 copies of Evil Eye Princess Euryale. I used to love the hell out of her when I used to play her in Tsukuyomi, and I kind of do play her in Tsukuyomi just because of her ability. But now this is Amaterasu's getting her spotlight, so I'm going to do this very much justly to Misaki's deck originally. So her ability is when you look at your deck by a card effect during your turn, you soul charge 1 card. And also activates from look, reveal, search effects, soul charge, regardless of the number of cards looked at with soul charge. When it attacks hits, soul blast or counterblast 1 and draw 2 cards. So she has to be the Vanguard in order to get that secondary effect off. But if you don't get the necessary cards, which I don't think is going to be a problem, but I'm just trying to say, like, if you don't get either Goddess or CEO Amaterasu, you can always ride Euryale, just in case. And she'll be a temporary host until you get the other 2 cards. So it shouldn't be much of a problem. The whole deck is all about looking and Oracle. So that's why it's called Oracle Think Tank for a reason. So that's the main deck right there. Now for the imaginary gift markers I use for this deck is the Standard Rise 6 Protect markers. So 6 protects and 1 quick shield. I know you're all probably thinking, like, isn't 6 a little bit too much for protect markers. Most people play them at 4, so I might try that in the future. But I am a little OCD to my other markers and my decks, so I prefer 6 being better to a degree. It's not autisticness, but it's just a little OCD. That's just for me per se. But that is the complete deck profile update of my Amaterasu build featuring Ghost and Sun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching this part 2 video. And as always, you guys, there'll be a description deck list in the description box down below. And if you guys have any questions, comments, comment down below, and then we'll get some conversation started. So thank you guys for watching again. Please subscribe, like this video, thumbs up for this video, comment and rate this video the best of your abilities. And until next time, you guys, I'll see you next video. Have a good night, guys.